Good morning. It's Monday, January 23rd, and that means two things. Sometimes the way you solve a problem is by thinking about it backwards. And sometimes it's time for the lighting industry news brief, and we're brought to you by Keystone Technology and their XFit canopy fixtures. You know what they have? Selectable power outputs, selectable color temperatures, a built-in photocell. They're sensor ready. These come with an innovative new fixture bracket in the box for hands-free installation. These are great for your parking garages, your covered walkways, your building overhangs. These are Keystone Technology, and they're light made easy. Nailed is welcoming two new members, Capital Electric Supply and Lone Star Lighting and Technology. The US DOE has announced a building upgrade prize with $22 million in cash prizes and tech assistance for efficiency projects. Jaga Book 7, that's an IEC standard for linear and square LED modules that's live and ready to go right now. The Building Tech Office is offering new funds in 5 different fields of innovation, $45 million to share around. The UK has proposed a ban on fluorescent HID and halogen sources. This is based on minimum energy performance standards. 2 tiers, about 4 years apart. One will start at the end of this year, the next will kick in 2028. Canada has proposed a ban on HIDs. That'll go ahead, if the law passes, it'll go ahead at the end of 2024. High-pressure sodium will kick around till about 2029. Again, if. But what is certain is that they will be banning fluorescence as of the end of this year in terms of import and manufacturer. Sales will end in 2026. Applied UV, Puro, and Acuity have entered a note cancellation agreement, which is shuffling cash and shares and canceling existing shares. It's some financial doings and transpirings related to the merger. Lightfair Innovation Awards are taking submissions right now for projects, products, and designs. The deadline is at the end of the month. Energy Focus has partnered with Sander Electronics. That's $2 million, or 5 million shares of stock, going to the Energy Management Solutions Company in Taiwan. Freight rates will likely fall over the course of the year, according to the Logistics Managers Index. We have a ranking from LEED of the top green building states and projects. The FDA has approved a new plasma disinfection fixture from ETI. Atrius has issued a report on sustainability. Qtran has declared on their materials. This is a new voluntary labeling standard. The actual thing is called Declare. It's about recyclability, genuine recyclability, and circularity of components. Signify has announced a strong Q4 with better than expected results for investors. Kusambi has promised normal lead times, which is to say 2 to 3 weeks for turnaround, back to where they were in 2019. SGH is converting some senior notes, which is $150 million in those notes, changed to regular shares. Lighting New York has a new website. United States union membership is at an all-time low, with only 10.3% of workers having representation. We have Light Middle East, a brand new show presenting awards for products and projects. And Scalar, a clean energy company, is now offering energy as service plans for business projects. In legal news, we have 24 individuals indicted on conspiracy charges as part of a New York City construction bribery scheme. Nichia has won an infringement case against Wofi. That's an Everlight subsidiary that was already going through liquidation, but they have secured their patents even though. In rep agencies, Current has partnered with Davis Marketing Associates, and Sonance has picked 5 firms to cover Canada. In things that are coming up in terms of events, in June, at the end of June, and the start of July, we have Enlighten Europe. Berlin will host the event for the first time since 2018. That's anywhere, not just Berlin. It's the first time in a few years, the thing. Leducation has announced their lineup of speakers. The IES is doing another round of courses for the Learn Night Light series. And on February 6th, you can attend Women in Dark Skies, presented by Dr. Sibylle Schroeder. In IoT news, the World Economic Forum has issued a State of the Connected World, which is a complete survey of gaps in governance when it comes to IoT. BitSight has partnered with Scheidner in a new cybersecurity deal. Philips Hue will be raising their prices by 7 to 12% across the entire product line. And we have a Tsinghua University study showing that visible light communication is possible with already connected LEDs. Ain't that a thing? In recommended reading, there's a lot. There will be a test, but they're all on nailed.org. We can talk about bringing space agriculture tech back down to Earth, smart bulbs and dumb software, turtle-safe lighting benefiting drivers as well. The motorists, not the LED drivers. We have adapting to the current normal in manufacturing. The future of water disinfection is UV. A recap of Light Middle East. A different recap of Light Middle East. What home buyers actually want in terms of smart tech. How to distinguish good from gimmick. We have how many motion sensors do you really need? That now is the time for circularity in lighting. A predictions for the job market going into the next year. We have reviewing Light 22, that's over in Europe. How to go green without doing any greenwashing. We have 7 economic indicators to watch. A very tacky faux filament review. How to be pro-bulb ban right now. Understanding lighting certifications in cannabis cultivation. And in market predictions, we have 13% gains for LED light engines, 8% growth in borosilicate glass, $21.3 billion projected for the lighting as a service business, 16% expansion in illuminated fibers, and the deep UV market is set to grow by 62%. In R&D, we have a better method for lighting pedestrians at crosswalks from Virginia Tech. We have new methods for rare earths coming along. We have light color modulating glucose. Mice and humans respond similarly to red and blue lighting. We have a fine detail motion sensor using only Wi-Fi. It turns out that UV-based nail polish drying devices have been linked with melanoma. And we have RiceU developing a fluorescent dye for your brain to find tumors. In dark sky news, light pollution is spreading at a rate of 10% per year, which is way more than we estimated. Urban Mexican teens sleep less than their rural counterparts. I'll give you one guess why. Wairarapa, New Zealand has been named as a dark sky reserve, the second for the island. South Carolina has a new state bill that would ban lighting in turtle nesting areas. Astronomers are speaking out against the Blue Walker satellite program, and the CPRE is asking for star count participants. Deerfield Beach, Florida has a condo, and they are asking their HOA to fix their light pollution problems. The nuisance lighting complaint in Outer Battery, Newfoundland has failed. The subject of the complaint has added more lights to spite the plaintiffs. And Bristol, UK residents are protesting against large digital advertising. In horticultural news, Texas A&M has a new CEA program from the Department of Horticultural Sciences. Solem has raised $13 million in a new round of financing for smart LEDs, and CDTI is experimenting with vertical sunning, which is a new greenhouse shape that will help grow things. In local news, a Minnetonka High School in Massachusetts has not been able to turn off its 7,000 lights for more than a year. East Tunis, Michigan, a lighthouse has received a grant to improve. Minneapolis, Minnesota has plans for underlit neighborhoods. Phosphors in Acuity brand street lighting in St. Paul have failed, and Central Florida and Winnipeg. They've all turned purple. El Paso, Texas residents have raised concerns over light levels in a number of neighborhoods. New students at Texas A&M think the whole area is too dark. The Dayton Convention Center of Ohio has completed retrofits and renovations. Waterloo, New York will be replacing their streetlights with LED. We have streetlights in Youngstown, Ohio have been out for more than a year. Jacksonville, North Carolina gym adds forced air UV disinfection. Wyoming is offering $10 million for crosswalk lighting improvements. And Portland, Oregon has a new lighting plan. The Swiss canton of Torgau has spent 13 million francs on LED conversions. In People News, Marnie Woodson has been named COO of NGU Sports Lighting. Aspen has shuffled 2 people in their sales management division. Orion has hired Ken Poole as their executive VP of sales. Turl & Hughes has tapped Michael Vitello as their leader for electrical distribution. Ascot Capital has named Rob Needler as president. We have a rumor that Benjamin Azoulay is acting as the president of OLEDcom. And we have 3 leadership changes at SCI. In things you can make: a German clock, accent lighting from your couch, a safety hat, addressable LEDs on a 780 board, plasma lighting inside a table, light-dependent resistor-based flex sensors in a glove, an LED curtain for pixel art and animation, and a self-powered streetlight. I've been Scott Wachter. Thank you for your time. Thank you to Nailed. Enjoy your week. Enjoy the music. Leave me on the ground.